Hi, welcome back to Making It with English. Today we are doing page 14 out of 100. And I've already written my quote down for the day. The world is too big to stay in one place. And that was elioffline.com. So what I have done is I've gone through my little goodie box and I have found some things that come out of some greeting cards. I found this man and woman, a dog, that looks like they're dancing. And then I found this car that seems to kind of blend in. But I do need to maybe put some more texture down below. So let's see what we can make out of it. I've got out my stamp pad, and I see this stamp right here, which I think could very much look like, I think it was meant for like waves, but I think it might work for kind of a roadway too. So we're going to see whether we can make that work or not. We'll put this paper under here so we don't make a mess. And you know that's no guarantee that we won't still make a mess. Do you remember the commercial where there was a messy Marvin? That's what my mom used to call me. Messy Marvin. I always felt the love, I'm telling you. She did love me, but sometimes she knocked me down pretty hard too. But you know what? I kept getting up, and I kept fighting to be better, and I feel like I did pretty good with that. There we go. There's a roadway. I've got a piece of paper back behind here. Let's just go ahead and stamp some of those shapes on there while we have it out. Why not? Right? And do some crisscrosses. Random. This is how you multitask sometimes. You can make painty papers and make journal pages. And get it on your fingers. Don't forget that part. That's important. Freedom to create is fun. I'm trying to downsize. And it occurred to me yesterday, after all this time of saving cardboard. Oh, what the heck? Why am I saving cardboard? We get cardboard in this house every week in the form of groceries, in the form of Amazon packages. Why am I saving it? And I pulled the box out that was full, and I thought, when was the last time I pulled this box out? And I realized it's been a long time. So I decided then and there to carry the stuff out to the recycle bin. I filled 2 grocery bags solid full of stuff. The next thing I'm going to go through is the actual brown packing papers. I've got rolls and rolls of it in my space. And we get that every week. We get little pieces, not big pieces always, but I don't know why I'm keeping it. It's almost like people said, oh, you need to keep that. And I started keeping it. Well, there comes a time when you don't need to keep it anymore, right? Right? Yeah, I figured that out. I don't need to be organizing trash. I really don't. I don't need that to be part of what I have to organize. Okay, I got that done. Now, I've got some words on here. Let me get a piece of I think I'll use this. This is some travel words. Some travel. This was travels, adventures. There's one that says better together, and I think that that one is definitely something that I would benefit from having, because I think that's what needs to go with the smoochers. And I'm going to go ahead and make a couple of these, and I may send some of them out in Happy Mail. All right, there's better together. There's a one that has a definition for adventures. Let's see if we can get that to come out. Okay, that came out all right. I'll go ahead and tear that off. I got it a little bit too close, but I think it'll still work. It'll be fine, she said. That crazy woman, she might say anything. We've been waiting for it to rain all day today, and we still do not have rain. I guess it's getting close to the time that I should go out and walk if we're not going to have rain. Unfortunately, I didn't do it this morning, so I've got to do it now. All right. Bring this back over. I think I'm going to put that just above where that red and orange meet. I think that's where I'm going to want that. And my fingers are fiddly today. And Amazon still hasn't brought my glue. I'm going to have a glue attack. You know, the thing is like a heart attack when you run out of glue. You know, it pains you to say, I am out of glue. I can't do anything else. Amazon, come on, you got to show up for me here. You're letting me down. We've tried getting some of the front porch deliveries during the night, and every time we order something like that's on that list, we end up not getting it. So we finally just ordered it the other way. We got better together, and then here's our little adventure part. Let's see if I can tear that. That's awful tiny. And you'll need a magnifying glass to read it. But, hey, what do we expect for $1, right? That's what I paid for the whole set of stamps here. It was a $1 package. But I've gotten my dollar's worth out of them already. Let's put the adventure right up here around where she's got her heel kicked up, getting it smooching. think I may put that sun up there. This monster stamp pad is almost too big. When I looked at the size of it, I wasn't thinking that it was that big for my desk, because this is the size I used to order for my teller stands. And it worked fine there. But, oh, that worked. Yay! That was a good choice. You know, I second guess myself sometimes. I need to send some of these to my friend Tracy, because I will not use these C ones very much. Alright, now let's find our little car and doggy driver. I wish I need to bring some of that teal down. Let's see if I can maybe gently touch it with this and get a little bit of it. Oops, that's working. Come on, baby. Oh yeah, that worked perfectly for that. So now all we need to do is get a stamp for our stamp number 14. And I have set up my pricing stamp so I could get several of them done. And I can use this same paper. Yeah, I can. Oh, it doesn't like that. Okay, let's get plain newspaper. These were originally self-inking. That's why it's giving you that blurb. They had a pad that went up in it that was like a blue. It had a blue ink. All right. Let's see which one looks the nicest. That one right there is pretty good. 14. Close your stamp pad. There you go. Leaving it open will let it dry out. We don't want to do that. If you missed any of the previous 100-day videos, they are in a playlist. You'll find them in the description. They'll be you can find the others and follow along with them. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you consider doing that. Hit that like button to let other people know that, hey, you watched it. It was a pretty good video. And until next time, be well, my friends. Bye-bye.